Right now with us, the president of Seychelles, who's known to be the most innovative president till date. Sir, welcome to India. It's been a pleasure doing the interview.
Thank you.
Sir, you are here with the summit. Firstly, sir, what kind of experience you had here in India and what you feel about the global warming? And as you said, time is running out. So the first question, sir, what is your opinion and what will be the initiative?
Global warming is a reality. It is happening. And yes, time is running out. And for some countries, especially some island states, time has run out already. I think what is important is for us to realize that global warming is going to affect everyone. Now it is affecting the small island states with coastal erosion, the danger of the islands themselves being submerged, especially the low-lying islands. And climate change brings about a lot of consequences, like prolonged drought. My country is suffering today from coastal erosions, from sea level rise, from prolonged drought. We have problems of fishing because with global warming, the fish they are migrating to other waters. Our fishermen are getting difficulties to be able for them to earn a living. So I think it is a question of survival for the small island countries and also other countries with large coastal areas. But at the same time, we are the countries with less carbon emission. And we are the countries also which are contributing more to absorb the carbon that is released. And the developed countries are the major emitters of carbon. And they continue to pollute our planet without realizing that they are affecting the survival of other nations, our planet.
So, what kind of role you look, except from India? Mainly you are in India, and India is a much developed country in regard with Seychelles. So what kind of role you think like that India can play with the small tiny countries to help them out in coming up with such kind of problems?
I think India is already going along the way to help other countries to have more sustainable development. For example, today India is researching a lot how to develop further solar energy at a lower cost so that it can become affordable for poorer countries, for small island countries. And by helping with this technology, the transfer of technology, it will help small islands to produce alternative energy and not depend on fossil fuel, which is very costly for the production of energy. At the same time, India also is developing wind energy. Wind energy is another form of energy, of renewable energy as well. At the same time, India is helping smaller countries, poorer countries, especially in Africa, with a program which is called the India-Africa program. And this again is to help develop sustainable development, like water conservation, like storage of water, which is a consequence of climate change, with prolonged droughts affecting other countries. But India itself is a developing country. India itself has problems, but it is contributing the best it can to this cause. But India is moving very fast. India is a fast developing economy.
So generally, in the context with youth, it has been seen everywhere, especially it comes to India, or it comes to any country. The participation of youth is very significant in any of the country, and even you have given big emphasis towards this thing. What are the big challenges you're facing in Seychelles towards this?
Well, yes, I have given the development of youth prominence because I believe that the future of any country, of any society, is the youth. And the answer is to educate the youth. The answer is to give skills to the youth. The answer is to empower the youth so that they become responsible leaders, good leaders, to be able to continue transforming society, continue transforming the country, and bring the country as we develop on a higher level. Problems, yes, we have problems. All countries today have problems. With the modern trend, different ways of life, change of cultures, and as you know, communications have brought about a global village. Our youth, perhaps used to certain ways of life and cultures, become influenced with other, perhaps negative forms of culture, and all these are challenges. And today, in every country of the world, there is consumption of drugs, for example. It is a major component of the problems that the youth are experiencing today.
So tourism is one prominent industry and source of economy in Seychelles. But when it comes to Asia, we haven't seen much of the Asians going towards that side. What is the basic reason you see, and where the Seychelles people lack?
Again, it's traditional colonial legacy. You know, let us take Seychelles, for example. Our main markets have always been Europe, because communications with Europe has always been easier, especially in terms of flight connections and so on. Sometimes to go to Africa, you have to go to Europe first. And to go to Asia, you have to go to the Middle East, which is an emerging, rich place now, where they have facilities to be able to go to other Asian countries. So, but now, of course, things are changing. Our paradise, and enjoy what we have to offer.
So, the media has to play a very important role in any development of the country, whether in India also we have seen, in America, in any part of the world. So, but in Seychelles we have seen there is only limited number of media. What is the reason that media is not growing that much, that has to be grown in that particular part?
You're right. The media shapes the mind. The media shapes the way we live, because the media influences the way of thinking, mentality. This is why I've always said the media is very good. I think the media is very important. It has a very important role to play in society, in good governance, in enhancing and developing and reinforcing democratic institutions. It's very important, but we need responsible media.
So we're talking about global warming. We have talked about 193 nations. They are together, one planet. But won't you think? But when it comes to conferences and seminars, we have seen them together. But when it comes to the final execution, there is something lacking behind. What is that which is missing in that particular thing?
Simple. Sincerity and responsibility. I think if we all were sincere in what we say, and we all were responsible and had the political will to be able to realize and accept that we have the future of humanity at stake, we would all get down to actions and not just look at other considerations, and also just not let the words only be whatever we do. But I think the time has come, perhaps, before time runs completely out for the planet, that all political leaders take their responsibility and look at innovative ways how to sustain their development, increase their economic productivity, but in a sustainable way, so that our planet can be preserved.
So thank you so much for being with us. It's a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you. It was my pleasure to answer your questions.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.